Welcome back. Well, a fun event is coming up on Thursday, October 16th, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Video Club right here in Laguna Woods. And we have a couple gentlemen here. We'll find out were you both there 25 years ago, Mike Ayotte and Mike Evans. This is fantastic, the fact that it's been around for 25 years, and just to see in video in general, just home video, how it has progressed. It's
just changed.
It's absolutely
remarkably.
Remarkable. Yeah. Now all you need is something that this big, and you can do everything you want.
Your phone.
Yeah. So were both you gentlemen there at the start?
I'm a charter member of the club. Yes.
How did this begin, and why did it begin? Was it just a bunch of friends that said we like doing videos?
A group of us got together. I was teaching color printing for Saddleback Emeritus at the time, and we got together. Hey, it would be nice to have such a club. It'll tie in with the camera club.
Yeah.
And so we started looking around, and finally I talked to Kathy Hodge, who was the dean of the Emeritus at that time. And since she knew me quite well, she hired me. She said, hey, all you have to do is put in the requisition and we'll see what we can do about your equipment. You need editing equipment, you need this and that, you need VCRs. So two of the gentlemen in our group put in the requisition, and she came through with all of this nice analog equipment, which, at that time there was no digital at all. It was top of the line VCRs and editing. We did very well on that.
Yeah, and we talked about Mike, how much it's changed back then, and so this started about 1990, 1989 actually, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So there was certainly some digital editing back then, but not. It was expensive. It was very expensive to do, and it was much harder to do back then. You really had to. The equipment was quite large
And expensive.
Inexpensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just to see that today, that really, for a few $100s. I mean, let's face it. Somebody can have their tablet or phone and edit right from within there.
That.
And it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Everything is changing so fast, it's kind of in a way hard to keep up with. New cameras are coming out all the time. Editing systems are changing rapidly because you get new codecs, new this, new that, and to keep up with it, it's a difficult thing.
It is, and you brought up a very good point that in some cases nowadays it's a lot trickier. I wouldn't say more difficult, but it's trickier to bring in different types of video.
Yeah.
But because there is so much new technology piling down on us, we can't keep up with it because there's so much of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you gentlemen use? In general in the club, are you using PC or Mac based? Are you using Premiere, Final Cut, iMovie, or just about everything?
We're using both PC and Mac. I edit on Avid Media Composer.
Okay.
We're doing. We've got Pinnacle, Corral at the introductory thing, and then you can move up. One of the guys uses Final Cut Pro X10 for his stuff. We use very good digital cameras. I've got a camera called the Canon XF100, which is a wonderful camera.
Yeah.
We use it for our productions.
Is there anyone that you prefer, any editing app that you like or just works for you the best?
Well, Pinnacle is the one that most of the people there use, and because we have a very good instructor, person that's a member of our group, he's a good instructor. He put this Pinnacle online for us, and we were very, very happy to have that. And naturally, we've had a number of different classes on that already, and that's why most of us use that.
And here's a couple photos here, and you've got your studio set up here, backdrop and all. And of course, you're sitting there.
There's some of our equipment.
I know. I keep saying I'm waiting for the day we can get rid of cables and wires and stuff. I can't stand them. And we're getting there. I mean, we're pretty soon. But you're sitting in a. I love this picture here. This is in, by the way, their flyer.
Oh, okay.
But you go through here to go through kind of the lineage of the different cameras that are available. Some of these go way back. That first one there, I would say even before '89. Right?
That's probably cameras you used, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Was that first one there? That was a video camera then.
Video camera.
Wow. I didn't even realize that they made video cameras with the turret lens on there. I thought that must go way back.
Well, it began with that, then they got rid of that, and finally they went into the zooms. Zoom lenses.
Mike has converted hundreds of hours of 8mm and 16mm movies to digital. And he set up his own lab, and he and a bunch of the guys really did a job on that. That was when things were changing.
Right.
You know, VHS and that, and to the mini DV tapes, and now to you know, the card-based.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Some of these, obviously, they go back in the mid-1980s, and when those cameras were huge, and you had to. I mean, really, you had to carry around these big, huge things. People would go out with their families, and it was almost ridiculous.
Yeah, and you had the thing on your side.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, I remember that. And of course, nowadays, as I said, we don't really need a dedicated camera. It's certainly nice to have one if you're a hobbyist, but in reality, you've got your phone. They record in HD, and they do pretty darn well. If you want what's equivalent to family movies, it's one of the best things to have, because you have it. You can edit it any way you want.
Well, that's the thing that's interesting. Before, I'm sure all of us with our cameras have more hours of footage of our feet from holding it down.
Yes.
Now you take your shots, you can, you know, edit them, put them up to YouTube, do all kinds of things with them.
Yeah, exactly. And there's even apps that you can use that edit them for you if you want to do that. But I think it's just the fact that people can easily take videos today is wonderful, far less troublesome than it used to be.
I think back when we first got our big break, that was when we took over the Veteran History Project. We did over 300 veterans in Leisure World. We called it Leisure World at that time.
Right.
We took their history, and hey, that was fun. Sometime for 1 hour, we would cry or we would laugh, depending on what who the person was.
Yeah.
And Brenda Ross, our past mayor, she was one of our first customers. But the equipment we started out with, I brought in from, I had in my storeroom, I had 3 reflectors and a tripod and an old camera, one of the first ones there. And we used that for our first few of the Veteran History Project, but we came out with pretty good results.
I remember seeing those.
A lot of them.
How many members do you have right now?
150.
Wow.
I was just told. Yeah.
Good sized club.
Yeah, good sized club. But we're always looking for more, and come on over and join it. We've got classes. Everybody loves to do this stuff, and there's plenty of things that you know, you can learn and do. So come on over and join.
And again, if you want to find out more about it, go over to their celebration. They're having next Thursday, October 16th, and you know, you can really talk to people about it. And maybe you have a lot of videos on your phone, or you've taken with your camera, you just don't know what to do with them. And even if you have older ones, you want to figure out, well, how do I convert them and edit them and do what I need? Because you know, just like the old home movies, nobody, you have your friends and family over, nobody wants to sit there for 30 minutes watching all these different clips together. You want to edit those down, make them as interesting as you can, and make them concise and keep people's attention, right?
Yeah.
Many video pictures are taken that you don't expect to use, but where do you begin a scene, here or there? Where do you end it?
Right.
So you have to get both ends, and you have to get a lot in between, and then you have to get rid of maybe as much as 90% and use 10% of that. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. And because it's digital, you can still keep it. You can
That's
still
right.
file it away
Yep.
and not worry, and maybe come back to it 2 or 3 years later just to look at it for yourself and have some fun with it. And it's a lot of fun. And I encourage folks that if you are interested in this to contact the Video Club, go to their celebration next Thursday, because you'll meet wonderful people there and that are just there to have fun and create. And that's, I think, what it's about, to create something. A lot easier than you did years ago, that's for sure. If somebody wants to contact you, we were putting up one of the numbers on the screen. But you're online, you're on the Laguna Woods Village website, go
we
to the
have
Video
that.
Club.
Yep.
I always tell people, if you can get online, that's the best way to go,
Yeah.
because you're going to find all the information
Yeah,
there.
we're there.
All right, gentlemen, I want to thank you. And again, we'll keep reminding you of this. A week from today, they're going to be having their celebration at 6:30, refreshments in the video studio, and then right afterwards at 7 o'clock, they'll be having a program in the video lab, and it's open to everyone. Come check them out. Mike and Mike, thank you very much.
Thanks for
Good
having
work
us.
your club does, really remarkable work.
Thank you.
We'll be back.